Hello, you are in a group that is ready for a Latin challenge. And one of the hardest challenges in Latin is creating your own Latin sentences from English. So let's check out how we're going to do this successfully. Here's a sentence that might look familiar to you because it was the sentence that was the bonus on the most recent quiz. A few of you got this, most of you didn't. So let's see how we could do this correctly next time. Read the sentence. The bad girl watches the donkeys. Before you translate, analyze the sentence first, just as you would a Latin sentence. How would you analyze? Well, start by asking yourself, who is the subject? In other words, who is doing the action of the sentence? Yeah, that's right. It's the girl who is the subject. So you would star that. Also, since bad describes the girl, you would want to draw an arrow between bad and girl. They're going to go together. Then ask yourself, what case and number must bad girl be? You got it. Bad girl is going to be the nominative singular. It's also going to be feminine because girl is feminine. Moving on. Ask yourself, what person and number must the verb be? The bad girl watches donkeys. Well, the action word is watches. So what person and number must that be? All right, think about our verbs. OST, MUSTISNT tells you I, you, he, she, it, we, y'all, they. Well, we know the bad girl watches. In other words, she watches. So we want the personal ending that indicates she. I, you, he, she, it. Awesome. We want a verb in the third person singular. Next, what is the object of the verb? Who or what is receiving the action? The bad girl watches donkeys. What does the bad girl watch? What is the object she watches? Awesome, donkeys. That's the object that she watches. That's the direct object. So what case and number must this direct object be? This is where most of you went wrong, by the way. All right, donkeys needs to be accusative plural. The donkeys receives the action, so you have to indicate that by putting it in the accusative case. Now that we've analyzed our subject, we know what verb ending we need, and we know what the direct object is, we could translate the sentence. Puella mala asinos spectat. The word order doesn't matter here so much, but you've probably noticed that the verbs in Latin tend to go at the end of the sentence. You can use this convention, or it's something that you can work up to. The most important thing, the most frequently misdone problem in this sentence was that most of you guys didn't make asinos accusative. It's the direct object. It's what is being looked at. All right, let's move to another example. The boy and girl love the house. Okay, what are we going to do? That's right, we're going to analyze it just like we would a Latin sentences. Analyze the sentence just as you would. Who is the subject? Who is doing the action? The boy and girl love the house. Who is doing the loving? Awesome, the boy and girl. So we're going to star those. Also, you know that those are singular. They're nominative singulars. What person and number must the verb be? Well, this is a little bit more complicated because we have two subjects, the boy and the girl. So we know that we're going to need a plural verb because we have a plural subject. The boy and girl love. In other words, they love. So we need a personal ending that indicates they love. Remember those personal endings, OST, MUSTISNT, sometimes M. Okay, corresponds to I, you, he, she, it, we, y'all, they. NT tells us it's they. So we need a third person plural verb. Moving on. What is the object of the verb? Who or what is receiving the action? The boy and girl love. What do they love? What receives their love? Boom, the house. So what case and number must the house be? That's right, the accusative singular. Putting it all together, we have the boy and the girl, puer et puella, love, amant. What do they love? The house, casam. Let's try another one that's a little bit different. We tell little stories. Again, we're going to analyze. Who is the subject? Who is doing the action of the sentence? Who is doing the telling? We are. Awesome. So we're going to star that. Here's the thing. We is hidden inside the verb. So we know the person and number will indicate who is doing the action, that we are doing the action. Think of those personal endings. O-S-T, M-U-S-T, I-S-N-T, I, you, he, she, it, we, y'all, they. Oh, M-U-S tells us we are doing the action. So we need a third person plural verb. What is the object of the verb? Who or what is receiving the action? We tell little stories. What do we tell? What is the object we tell? Little stories. Okay, so that's our direct object. By the way, little describes stories, so we know that both little and stories are going to be the same case and number. If that's what's receiving the action, we know it needs to be accusative case, the accusative plural. Putting it all together, fabulas parvas, naramus. We tell, naramus, what do we tell? Little stories, fabulas parvas. Okay, we're moving on to your challenge, and congratulations for being here for the challenge. Your challenge is to translate the 5 challenge translations independently or with a buddy of your choice. I showed this to you guys before you watched the video, so you guys will just make sure that you have those papers and you're ready to translate. Before you translate, analyze the English sentence like we practiced in this screencast. Once you are finished, then you will check your work, which can be found under assignments on today's classwork on the portal. Thank you guys for listening. You guys can always go back to certain parts of this in order to strengthen your skills and refresh your memory. Good luck.